The Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Check.
Greystone, travel. Big rip.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Wide. Get wide. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapon. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check three, check three, check three.
6-6, pull it high. Ready, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It shouldn't be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down.
This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Come on, set.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Switch up, switch up. Right there.
Let's go.
To throw again. Eason. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
65.
Hey, Zoo.
54. Mike 54.
Look, squeeze.
Looking to throw. Eason. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
First down,
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. He gets
61, matchbox lights.
check three, check three, check three.
Get it.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You want this?
Leo.
Jam.
Snap.
From the gun, Eason. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinter's blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not.
There he goes, right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
I got him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll run with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, high 7. You're out. Now.
To throw on second down. Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Eason, he's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Play action, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. An excellent pickup of 30. Yards.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
5.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant.
We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm here all day. I'm here all
Big Griffin.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch the safety.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
They were reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Eason. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 88 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Rock it.
Get ready.
Ready.
Back to throw. Eason, he's going to float this one deep right side. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tannehill now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Got it.
Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
You must be dreaming.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw. Eason, and the catch good. It's Eifert.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown from a yard out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tannehill. This one complete to Coleman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Interception.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
15 line. 15 line.
54. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. Shakes 3. 218, chopper. Bam, bam. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That one complete. He finds Shark. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Back to throw. Eason, and it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 36 yards on the play.
Ready?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's letting this one go for and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here.
On the ball.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now?
It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 75 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, high 7. Hey.
Let's go, D. Big series right
Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Sneak rip.
From the gun, Eason. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant. He's coming. We got double up.
Go.
Banjo.
Dude.
They begin the drive with Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, box drop.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Hit it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
60 Pittsburgh.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Tannehill. That one good for 37 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now it's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Ready up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
61, matchbox lights.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll toss it to Fournette. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Blue draw Corkers. Hustle, hustle. Hey, Echo.
They will run again with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.